All right, so I wanted to make this video on Lovable and how you can create a landing page using Lovable. That's very simple, easy to use, and I'm just going to show you everything I did up until the point where I had the basics of my landing page built. We're not going to get into user authentication. We're not going to get into any of that stuff in this video. So if you're interested in that, don't watch the rest of this because this is not going to get into any of that. This is just about building a compelling landing page using Lovable's free tool. So this is something that anybody can start doing right away. So the first thing you're going to do is get a Lovable account. If you're familiar with Lovable, it's very straightforward. There's a few different plans, but the free plan covers a good amount of what you'll need just to get started, especially if you're just building a basic landing page like this. But if you are looking to do something more advanced and you want to actually start building software, then you can upgrade to their pro plan. Now, I want to be really clear that the difference between the pro plan, I would say, and something like the basic landing page feature is if you're trying to just build a replacement for ClickFunnels. If you're familiar with ClickFunnels, it is a really big software that people use for landing pages around a particular product and a particular offer. And you can build so many different landing pages, and it just kind of depends on what you're looking for, what will ultimately be the best for you. You can also use or get inspiration from different templates here, and you can remix them. So if you're interested in using a particular one, you can click remix, and it will actually remix the project to match something that you are looking for your own brand, right? So you can actually start off with something like this, and if you want to edit it, you can say something simple in the code editor here, like, can you update this for a dog, let's say for a dog sitting service located in Los Angeles, right? And then I'm not going to use one of my credits because then it's going to basically take that for the month. So what I want to do instead is just, that's essentially how you would do it. But what the output looks like is this. So after you put in a prompt, right? So here's the different prompts that I made for this community that I'm building. I essentially worked with ChatGPT to feed it everything that I had already written myself. And I said, hey, can you write out basically what it is that I'm doing with the community, what I'm looking to offer, etc. Within 12 seconds, it'll actually go ahead and start breaking down exactly what you're going to do in terms of creating this landing page. And then it will essentially say, hey, do you want to proceed with this plan? So it'll say, I created this plan for you. It has this. Would you like to proceed with it? Then it'll go ahead and make these edits, which it will show you here. So it shows you all the different edits that it's making on the page. And then it will essentially explain the changes that it made, the tools that it used when it was making these changes, any searches that it made, and then you can go in and actually give additional prompts in here, just like ChatGPT. But really the big reason why Lovable has been so successful, in my opinion, is because they were really the first people to fully integrate having the actual code run in this environment where you can actually see the output and have the code or the prompt engine here. Kind of like what ChatGPT is doing right now with the Canvas feature on ChatGPT, where it'll open up a particular window and create kind of like a Google document. It does the same thing here. So you can continue using it, and then you get a certain amount of credits every single time period. Right now, it's a monthly. You get different kinds of credits, but you can essentially collaborate with people. You can do all sorts of things. And so if you actually look at the preview of what this looks like for me, all you have to do is click on this, and you can actually see the preview of what this page looks like. And what's actually cool is you can ask it to customize, like, hey, put this YouTube link in here so that way people can view it. And so here, like, they have my YouTube link. And then also all the different CTAs or value props here as well. And so if I want to go in and change this photo, let's say, I can just ask it, hey, can you use this photo instead? And then you can actually just like link to a photo that's on Google Drive, and it will pull it in and add it as long as it's publicly viewable. What's cool as well is that these buttons already have different actions baked in when they create it. So for this one where it says join the Bootstrap Exit 7-day free trial, if I click on it, then it will actually take you to the Bootstrap Exit 7-day free trial area, and basically give you an overview of this community, which we're currently in the process of just kind of getting started right now. So I could go through, change the color scheme, change all different things about this anytime I want to. And let's say I want to actually view the code here. What I can do is I can click on the code viewer, and it will actually create this live preview where it shows me the different sections of the application. I can see any components that it's using, any of the hooks, pages, etc. The beauty of Lovable is that it keeps it both complex for anyone who's a developer who's working with your code, and very high level for somebody who may not be technical. And let's say you're mainly the founder and you don't want to get into the weeds, you don't have to. You can keep asking it to do certain things. It'll update in here. Now, big note, you can't actually edit the code unless you're on a paid plan. So if you're on a free plan, you can't edit any of the code, right? So that's actually very important for anything you're looking to do here. Any kind of view history or version control, you can see here in terms of like what's published or unpublished. You can see all that in that area. And then also I would say that if you want to, for future reference, go and actually start connecting a database to start actually building out a more complex application, you can connect to Supabase, which is an integration that allows for database management, and also sync this to GitHub as well. So that's everything essentially in terms of working with Lovable to build a simple landing page. And again, this is just for the basics of building a simple landing page. I actually started off by using ChatGPT to sort of create a lot of the information, and then I wrote stuff and had it kind of edit it. But then I fed that from ChatGPT into here and then sort of asked it to do some more edits. And I will say it is pretty good at making the changes if you have very specific ones. So if you say like, I want these colors to look like this, one thing that I recommend is use Loom, and Loom is a recording tool, and actually record your screen, because what Loom allows you to do is it takes that transcript if you're on a paid plan, and it also can be turned into ChatGPT prompting. So you could basically take that transcript, put it in ChatGPT and say, hey, can you edit this for me? So in that way, I could give it to Lovable as a prompt. And if you have like a bunch of different edits, right, you can actually come in here and say, with the Loom video, just share your screen and say, hey, I want to change this, and this, and be really detailed on what you're talking about. You can take that transcript, put it in ChatGPT, say, can you create instructions for Lovable? And then ChatGPT will do that. And then you can just put those inside here, which will reduce the amount of credits you use for editing this landing page. So hopefully this is helpful. I'm going to put out more videos like this. So definitely let me know in the comments if you have any questions on how you can use this to grow and scale your brand, whatever you're building, and build a really cool product.